Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my 2020 morning routine and it's currently Friday and I have uni today, so let's start the day. So if I'm trying to have a mindful evening, the first thing I'll do is grab my gratitude journal. This was actually just a notebook that I got from HomeSense and I actually filled in kind of like the questions for gratitude and everything like that myself, which was kind of fun to curate and put together. But I tend to just fill out one entry every morning, or as many mornings as I can. So I just write in the date and I try and find a question that's kind of like relevant. So this morning I felt like I needed a prompt, so like things like what's your favourite day of the week and why, or like what day are you grateful for, or what song are you grateful for, and things like that. And then I have more traditional ones where it's just what are you grateful for today. So this morning was obviously a bit of an early start for me, so I just needed that little prompt and I just go ahead and fill that out with a biro, and it just gives me kind of like 3 to 5 minutes of just me reflecting on my internal emotions, putting my mindset in a positive place for the rest of the day and just taking a bit of me time. This is a habit I introduced in 2020 and I'm so thankful that I did. I really think starting your day off this way, just being thankful and showing your appreciation for like the smaller things in life, gives you a really good mindset for the rest of the day, because you can kind of focus on the positive and see the good in more things. And especially as I'm a university student, things can get quite stressful and it can get very easy to just like see the grey and the black, but it's nice to be able to do this for yourself and just start on a good note. Then once I've completed my entry for the day, I just put my book back and get ready to go to the gym. I don't go to the gym every day, I only go Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. So I just shove on some gym gear, tie up my hair and we're good to go. I don't really eat anything beforehand because I always feel a bit gross if I do. So I'm just going to grab my water bottle and my headphones and get going. I tend to drive to the gym just because it is quite far and it's very hilly, so like I can't really cycle there. So I'm just going to drive to the gym and hopefully get a quick workout in. This morning it is quite rushed because I'm getting the bus to uni, which I never normally do, but it will take me like an hour, so I need to be pretty quick about my workout. I've been working out consistently for like 4 weeks now, so I tend to do cardio to start with, just to kind of like get my heart rate up, and I usually do this for like 20 to 25 minutes, and then I actually have a personal trainer who set me out like a plan, so I do weight training for the rest of it and use all of the machines and stuff, which before I had never done, but it's really like less intimidating than you think it is. I then rushed home as quickly as I could because I was like parked in a place where it was kind of like limited parking. It was very restrictive, so I was there for about like 40 minutes and I'm actually stretching at home today just because I didn't have enough time to do it in the gym. But I really enjoy doing this, especially in the morning. I find like, again, it's a good way to like start your day and like move your body to get yourself in a good mindset for the rest of the day.
Alexa, off. Hi everybody, sorry for the voiceover section, but I was not feeling very put together and I know, it was a bit of a rush of a morning. Luckily my first lecture has been cancelled now because I woke up a little bit late, as I mentioned, but my first lecture has now been cancelled, so I can kind of breathe before I need to rush off. But I'm actually going to a cheese and wine evening this evening, so I wouldn't be as like fancy, blatantly not fancy, but as like dressed up as this. If you've seen any of my like outfit of the week videos, you know I live in a sweatshirt, but I need to do something about this whole thing because I slept with wet hair. So I thought I'd talk to you whilst I'm doing it. I've actually got you just like sat on my shelf, but there's like a bundle of laundry underneath it and I am going to be looking in this mirror, so sorry if that triggers anyone. But I do tend to straighten my hair on most days, especially my fringe, but usually just like the front bits. But I mean, this needs some serious TLC. I never sleep with wet hair because this happens, but last night I had like a really late shower and I didn't want to wake my flatmates up with a hairdryer, so this is what we're left with. But that's also why I didn't wash it today, even though I went to the gym. But I had a really quick gym session. I'm usually in the gym for like an hour and a bit usually, but I parked in like 40-minute parking, so I made sure that I was like quick enough to get in and out, which is really great because the parking is literally opposite the gym, which is so good if you're like speeding in and out. So I think I was 40 minutes, maybe 35 minutes, and I felt really faint. I'm not sure if it's because I was like pushing myself too hard to like get my full routine done within those 40 minutes. That usually takes me an hour. That was probably why. Not the greatest decision ever, but never mind. Oh, I'm using the Babyliss hair straightener, but they definitely don't make these anymore. I mean, not definitely, because I haven't looked, but I've had these since I was like 13. So I'm 22 now. So that's nearly 10 years. If they're still producing these, wow. But I mean, they've lasted me nearly 10 years, so they're pretty damn good. But yeah, today I've just got contemporary issues in events management, and usually I have a lecture, a break, and then a tutorial, but the lecture's been cancelled, so we're just going to have what would have been a break, which I'm obviously not going in for, and a tutorial. So I'm just going in for the tutorial, which should be really good because it's a bit more like a class setup, and I do have an assignment due in March, which I've done my first draft for. My friend just needs to proofread it for me because I don't trust myself. But then we should be all good to go, so it'll be nice to get some like tips on like the best ways to kind of round that off. But I've only got 4 more assignments and then I'm done. Like I graduate in April, so not long left at all, which is kind of crazy. If you're new here, I go to the University of Greenwich and I study events management. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. But I've really been enjoying like my routine recently. If you haven't been around, you wouldn't have known that me and Christian, my boyfriend, moved very recently. We moved in January. And I am going to tidy the mess behind me. I have literally just seen that. I am going to do that before I leave. Like I said, it was a very rushed morning. But yeah, so we moved in January, and like after Christmas I went home for a week over Christmas, and then I was kind of like in an empty house for like half a month, and then we finally got in, but it was like trying to set up everything so it feels like home. And I feel like we're finally at that stage. Loads of you keep asking for a room tour, which is definitely coming. I mean, by now you've probably seen most of it because I haven't been great at hiding it, to be honest. But I think it's fun to kind of talk through where everything's from, and it was so much fun like organising this room because it is a lot smaller than we had before. So there's been some real storage challenges which I think we've overcome, which I'm really excited to like share with you. So that is definitely on its way, but it just meant that I kind of felt a bit out of whack for a while. Like I didn't really know what my routine was, what I was going to be doing. Like, I don't know, it was just really hard to explain, but for me I love tradition, and like I love little routines and like mini traditions. I call them mini traditions, but like me and Christian go to the park every weekend, so that to me is a mini tradition. And like me writing in my gratitude journal is like part of a routine, that kind of thing. And it is something that I really enjoy doing, so it was just took a while to kind of set that up. But now that I feel like I'm satisfied with this routine, I've been doing it for like a month now. So yeah, I wanted to share it with you all, especially because I feel like 2020 is always a new start, and it's great to like implement some new habits. Obviously hair straightening my hair as much as I am probably isn't a great habit, but like the gym I've been like really starting to enjoy it. This was my 4th week at the gym, like doing the like program that I'm on. My really good friend Ash set that up for me. He's a personal trainer. He's great. I'll link his details down below. He does like online coaching, so you don't have to like live in Bournemouth. I mean, I live in London, and he still does great things for me over here. What was I saying? Yeah, so I really do enjoy the gym. I just did some cardio and then just like weight training, because I had absolutely no idea what I was supposed to be doing in the gym, but I've got a bit of a better idea now, which is helpful. And I'm just going to spray some dry shampoo in my fringe because I worked out, and working out with a fringe, I didn't think about this when I cut it. I cut my fringe myself, if you didn't know. Pretty proud of it, but I didn't think through like the whole... 2 things I'll say about having a fringe is it's always on your face. Like when you want to pin your hair up, because I have quite, not a short fringe, it's like quite long for a fringe, but I can't really like scoop it back unless I use like a headband, and then it all like sticks up at the top. Not a good look. But also when you're working out, obviously it's always on your face, so it gets pretty grim pretty quick. I honestly need to get like a mini one of these and just keep it like in a bag just for my fringe. So my camera actually died exactly as I was about to show you what my outfit was. So I put the wash on, had some porridge for breakfast, and like semi tidied the room, which is a bit better. This is my packing for Wales because I'm actually going to Cardiff this weekend on like a girls trip, which I will be filming, so check out that because I'm really excited about that. But for my outfit, I've got a lot of Primark on actually, which doesn't happen very often, but I've got Primark silver hoops with a Primark white t-shirt. This is actually from the men's section just because I prefer like the cut of them. I always find like the women's ones have like too low of a neck. And then I've just layered over this kind of black satin cami. I have no idea where this is from. This was my mum's, and she often does like wardrobe clear outs and things like I do, but then she like lets me keep some of the stuff. So this is one of the things that I grabbed from that. Both of them are kind of a bit creased, but I'm hoping they're going to drop out because, as we all know by now, I don't own an iron. But I've also paired it with a silver Primark belt just because I like having matching metals. So I also have a gold one, but because I was wearing silver earrings I wore a silver belt. And then just my Topshop Jamie jeans, and I'll probably be pairing it with some like combat boots just because I think that will look kind of cool, and just like a big grey coat from, was it from H&M, which I got for Christmas from my mum. So yeah, this is kind of my outfit. I'm not sure whether to put a lip on. I think I might save that for this evening when I go to that cheese and wine event. I might do like a red or like a purpley lip because I think that would be kind of cool. But I really like this outfit. I've never worn this, but I'm really getting into like layering more stuff, which you definitely would have seen if you'd watched my last video about what I wore to uni. I was like layering sweaters over turtlenecks and everything like that. But yeah, it's kind of cute. We are going to be inside for obviously uni and the cheese evening, hence why I'm wearing a t-shirt because usually I would wear a jumper. Standing next to this window is pretty chilly, but I really like it. But it's currently, I think, nearly 11 o'clock, 10:40, so I need to pack some snacks and get going really, so we're off to uni. So as I mentioned, I'm only in uni for like an hour, so I'm just going to have an apple, a cookie and a like Sainsbury's cereal bar, just because I'm meeting Christian at about 3, so I do have a couple of hours to kill, but I think we are going to like grab something out. So these are my little snacks for this evening, or this afternoon I should say, but let's get ready to go. So I've just put my coat on, but I think I'm actually going to leave, oh my fringe is still kind of questionable. I'm actually going to leave the vlog here just because I'm going to uni now, and by the time I get there and have had my tutorial, it will no longer be morning. And this was my 2020 college morning routine, which I really hope you enjoyed. As I said, I'm like really loving my morning routine at the moment. I still haven't got into the habit of an evening routine, like my bedtime, like the process of me getting ready for bed varies all the time, especially because I work late evening sometimes, so sometimes I get home at like 3 and I literally just roll into bed. So that's not always the best, but I know some of you have been requesting that, but that's why I haven't done one. So hopefully you're satisfied with this morning routine. I've really enjoyed filming it, even though it was probably the worst morning to choose it because I was like rushing so bad. Oh, choking on my porridge. I was rushing so bad this morning, so it was kind of like a bit hectic to try and film it as well, hence the voiceover, but I was really glad that that lecture got cancelled so I can kind of chill with you guys, which I really love. But if you are new here, make sure to subscribe down below, and if you have enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up because I'm currently posting 3 videos a week, which I'm hoping to continue as long as I can. Like I say, I graduate in April, so I will be getting like a full-time job, and I'm not sure how the YouTube like scheduling is going to go with that, so we'll have to wait and see. But for the next couple of months you can expect 3 videos a week, so hopefully I'll see you very soon.